you know about Cleveland? What y'all know about Cleveland? Huh? Huh? What you know about Cleveland? What you know about Cleveland? What you know about Cleveland? Cleveland's great. It's beautiful. Cleveland, we have a whole lot of things going on here. And I don't have to tell you that just from just you watching it, from you listening to me, from you seeing it. You may like pizza. Some of you may like soul food. And you may just like to eat. Well, here in Cleveland, we have a buffet of businesses. We got creators, leaders, entrepreneurs, everyone all in the mix. My name is Matt Johnson. In this docu-series that you guys are about to see on the Cleveland businesses, it's going to be great. Can't wait.
I'm from the Ave, all we do is get cash. I'm so from the firm, GBs, we take turns. I'm go, bitch, I'm go, that's all you gotta know. I'm go, bitch, I'm go, that's all you gotta know. I'm go, bitch, I'm go, that's all you gotta know. 100 stacks in my jeans, so my pockets on swole. Whoa, I'm go, 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 I'm go. What I'm doing, getting my...
What's going on, everybody? This is Master Johnson. I'm here sitting with Bigg Heff, music executive here in Cleveland. What's going on?
Everything good. How are you?
I'm doing good, doing good. Bigg Heff, let everybody know what it is that you bring to Cleveland here in the city.
I kind of bring the structure, and like I wanted to have a wave in Cleveland of our own artists being able to be national artists, be major artists, be touring artists, be songwriters and producers. So back in 2006, I started the Ohio Hip Hop Awards, which basically it was just bringing awareness of our community to the national landscape. So every year I would bring in different A&Rs, different record execs, different magazines, publications, all that good stuff, and media outlets. So I want to say I'm a curator, I'm an influencer, and overall I'm a music executive. But I started getting into film and television, so I can say that's a part of my resume as well. But it's really just providing a platform for our community to the rest of the world.
Okay. I really see that, because it's been several people that you done had take lead after you, right? You done had people work with you on your radio station.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of that again?
I got WNRV. I'm on WNRV and WOVU in Cleveland. But I got great relationships with Radio One, Urban One. I got great relationships with iHeart as well. But like my show is the Bigg Heff Radio Show. So and it's just something that I wanted to have, like a platform and an outlet just for our artists and our creators. I want to say creatives now because we're interviewing council people, we interviewing movie directors, fashion show people, and models, etc. But it's really like a platform for our artists to be recognized nationally until their stepping stone till they get to a major label situation or something like that.
Right. And that's dope, man. That's dope that you bring that here to Cleveland. You are what we call here in Cleveland a GOAT for the city, because
I appreciate that.
you work with people in the industry. You fly in and out of state. Sometimes you'll be here in Cleveland in the beginning of the day, and you'll be in LA at the end of the day.
Today I'm gonna be in Cleveland at the beginning of the day and Detroit tonight. So I definitely, it's just, I always wanted to make and keep Cleveland home. Mm-hmm. And no matter where I traveled to or wherever I was positioned at, and I feel like the city needs to see us at a national level, playing at a high level all the time, and with the superstars. So, and it helps, and it helps build relationships to take our artists to get them to certain situations as well. So, yeah.
Okay. And that does help because it gives us as artists, creators, that inspiration that, okay, there's somebody here in our city that's actually doing it out there, and I can possibly be at that same level that he's working with in
Yeah.
those same avenues.
You can catch me at an underground concert one day, and I'll be at Cardi B's party the next day. So I just really like I believe in artists. So I'm a people person. So if I believe in the people, no matter what level they in, I'm sure if we put our heads together, then some greatness will come from it. So um, and that's lasted with me throughout my career. So from the Megan Thee Stallions and the T Grizzlies, that's from Detroit, the YK Osiris is from Florida, to Cardi from New York, Dream Doll from New York. So it's been with me from there, and even in the beginnings when I was doing stuff for like D12 and Eminem and Obi Trice to now, So I believe when I got into a position where I could help our city, then you know I think the last 13 years probably reflected that with a lot of the major label signings and a lot of the people that got record deals and so forth. So, and I'm still supporting them to this day. So I'm still supporting up and coming artists, and so we're just working on stuff.
That's dope. That's dope. Um, you just mentioned Dream Doll. I say when I met her was at one of your events. It was her and Tusi and YFL Kelvin. That was the first time I met like some major artists in person, up close, not like in the passing and everything. And that was dope.
Oh yeah, for sure. And we like to just put together stuff. Like I just like the city to see everything. So like doing meet and greets and listening parties has always been like one of my favorite things to do. And want to say I had a great run with a lot of great artists, and it's still gonna keep going.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, when you speak on the city, where would you say like the Cleveland artist, Cleveland art area where we can really boost it a little bit more?
I think that's kind of happening now. Like this, it's kind of like a renaissance that's going on right now. We are post pandemic, so things are starting to fall right back in place as far as having art shows, having showcases, having listening parties, and so forth. So now I feel like the scene is really establishing itself, and it's established like new creatives. So if you see Sierra or Frisk Me Good on the HBO Max show, that's a great look for the city that's representing the city. If you see Taylor dancing for Beyonce or dancing for Tiana Taylor, like that's a great look for the city. So that's our community being on the national. eBay was he performed at the Super Bowl. So if you see things like that, and you know that you're part of this scene, you're part of this movement, and you've seen those people come up, and then you always got veteran artists like Machine Gun Kelly. You always got King Chip. You got Ray Jr. doing movies now, so that's providing another platform for our artists and actors and creatives to be a part of those things, and they're getting showcased on Stars or HBO or whatever. Then like the scene will live on, like it'll grow, it'll not like it. And like the biggest thing was like developing an ecosystem so that we can become touring artists. So a lot of times when there's tour, there's lighting people, there's engineers that have to go out on the road and so forth, DJs, etc. And it's helping, it's providing food on people's tables. So we just wanted to create that, and I think that right now it's living, it's breathing. So like I want to call them our veteran artists now, like Machine Gun Kelly, Kid Cudi, Chip, Ray Jr. But you also have Doughboy and a whole new generation of new artists, and then you got a whole, like I feel like the pandemic, it grew a lot of new artists that that's really at the beginning of their career. So and it's gonna grow from there. It's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep going. Like think that like the Ohio Entertainment Awards and just different events that's around the city is really just providing a platform to showcase us. And now you're having brand partnerships and endorsement deals and things like that. And that's what the city really needed.
Yeah. I agree with you there. Cause when I was a kid, we had when I used to stay on the 116th, we used to have the Buckeye Festival,
Mm-hmm.
and Royalty Camp and Pooh Gutter and Erica Kane have performed, and I was like, wow, this is one of my first live shows that was free, that was put
Yeah,
on.
for sure.
And then now I'm older, I'm starting to see these shows at the clubs and
Yeah.
everything. Had to pay to get in, but it was
Yeah.
nice to
Yeah. I
see
mean,
it.
it's just, like I said, we got to provide a platform just
Mm-hmm.
so our artists can become, like it was a proud moment to see the 216 Day this year. It's proud to see Machine Gun Kelly, after 12 years of grinding, sell out the Brown Stadium. Like, that's stuff was unheard of. Like, we started at Peabody's at the end of the day.
Yeah, Peabody.
So, um, so moving from there to the Odeon, like even having like a YSN Flow sell out the Odeon,
Mm-hmm.
like and just being a part of that in history and presenting him with his gold plaque, first gold plaque. It's an amazing thing, but just like I said, going back to the same things, just believing in people, like believing in the artists, believing in our city, and knowing that we can, no matter where we go in the country, like we represent Cleveland for sure.
Right, right. Now, if you would say, what would you tell your older self or your younger self? I would mean, 20 years ago.
20 years ago, really lock down on the business, explore that a lot more, be a lot more detailed, a lot more organized, and man, I mean the best thing, I know it's cliche, but just not to give up. Like a lot of people give up early when they never know what kind of good news they might have in store for them. Or you never know. Like I'm a person of faith, so you never know what God has for you and where He gonna move you at. So you might not make it to where something that you really wanted to do, but He might put you in a position to where you need to be at. That's gonna really like be you. It's gonna be your platform and it's gonna be your energy. So yeah. So that's what I would tell my younger self. Because I want to say, man, I had a great run. So, what was it, 20 years ago, I was working with Eminem and 50 Cent. So, I want to say like that's not a bad, but probably prior to that, I would have probably just said go harder. Don't sleep on yourself. Like a lot of people get discouraged when they don't get a yes right away. So just keep going, and like all those no's become lessons on how to improve yourself and how to like maneuver in this business. And this business isn't for the weak. So it's for like solid people, it's for soldiers, it's for people that have passion, and for visionaries. So and if you can't see yourself in the future being an exec or being an A&R, being a movie producer or author, whatever you're doing, then it might not be for you.
Right, right. And I agree with you on that, right? Because, I mean, I see so many artists when I be talking to them, ask them like they plan on their music and they releasing and everything, and they tell me that they stopped doing music because someone else wasn't listening to, or they got so much bad feedback from this person, that person. When I explain to them, like, well, that's just a small circle who you've showed your music to, but do you believe in the words that you put on these beats and these tracks? If you believe in it, that's all you need to worry about.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen a 3-minute song turn people into millionaires. So, and I've seen it a lot, and I've helped out a lot. So I've seen people get more money in a year. And I just think, like we got to teach the young guys like financial literacy and what to do with the money once they get it. But on the other hand, like, you know, it changes people's lives. So, you just got to keep creating and keep doing what you're doing and be happy doing it because, you can always have a job that you hate. But I think if you work hard, put positive energy in the air, you're going to get a great outcome. So that's it.
That's good. That's good.
What up, man? It's your boy Bigg Heff, man, and we are C.L.E.
We gon' run out the money whenever, wherever. You know that we gotta go get it. This band's coming in every single way you could think of. You know we ain't short on no riches. Sipping down with the game, we be bullin'. On the stage with my dance, I'm so groovy. Freaky little bitch, and she like how I'm moving.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? My name is Master, and today I got with me Big Shug.
Double G. Do not forget the double G.
All right. She just did a nice little plug and play right here at the Big Heff Radio Station, mixer and everything. Big Shug, let everyone know who you is and what you bring to the music scene here in Cleveland.
Well, I'm Big Shug again, double G. Do not forget the BIGGSUGG. I feel like I bring a lot to right now. At least I'm trying to. I feel like I'm myself. I stay in my own lane. I do my own thing. No beef, none of that. I'm just trying to be as big as Nicki and Cardi now. I don't compete with nobody. I don't even look at others like they littler than me, or I just know where I'm going. I don't look down.
Understood. Now, when you see your growth and your music growth and everything from where you started and where you at right now, do you see anything else bigger than Big Shug right now? Like your next step for like next year?
Yeah, everything is going forward. Nothing.
Sure.
What up?
Everything going forward?
Yeah, everything is forward. So everything I do from here is going to be better than what I was doing before. So I just look forward to everything. I can see myself 5 years big. I mean, that's just what I'm going to see. Like
Big.
before 5 years, but I'm just saying, if you ask me how do I see myself in 5 years, one of them ones.
One of the ones that everybody gonna want to know,
Yeah.
everybody gonna want to see. Okay.
Very confident.
Very confident. Cool. When it comes to the personality on your mic and your lips, where does all that come from?
It's the same off the music. Like that's where my style comes from. Like I'm just the personality is why everybody, can vibe with me because like I'm real cool. Like I'm down to earth, I'm real humble, I fucks for everybody. So like my music, you gonna get different sides, childish side of me, the funny childish, the serious side, the mean side, the tough side, the street side, the bougie side. I don't know what I'm gonna give you.
Okay.
You feel me? You gonna get it though.
Okay.
You gonna get me. You gonna get my personality.
All authentic.
Yes.
Sounds good. And then, when it comes to you touring outside of Cleveland, have you been outside Ohio with your music?
Atlanta, New Jersey.
How are they receptive to your music sound?
Oh, they are definitely supportive. They're nice. I got all good feedback. So Saturday I'm opening up a class in Columbus, and then I'm doing a festival. Yeah, I'm doing a festival with Trina and Suki in Detroit, June 24th. So I'm trying. I'm working. Yeah. Appreciate it.
Big moves. Doing a lot of big moves. Emphasis on the Big Shug, double G.
Yeah, please do not forget. That's just who I am. So like I feel like I'm important. So you need to acknowledge who I am. I'm Big Shug, but I'm also double G. I say it repeatedly. I say it in every song. So I feel like if people still spell it with one G, you're being disrespectful.
Okay. And with collaborating with folk outside the city, or outside of the city and outside of Ohio, are you receptive to doing that as well?
Yeah. I work with anybody. I mean, like if I like your song, if you bring me a song and I like it, I'll fuck with it.
What are some of your restrictions, like to not work with artists that you don't know?
I don't really got no restrictions. Like I work with anybody.
What's your price?
It varies.
It varies. Okay. That's a non-disclosure.
Yeah.
I got you. It varies. All right. And if it was one thing you would say to a upcoming artist right now, female or male, what would be one of the main things they should focus on in the beginning?
Moving forward, like focusing on your dream. Like that's really what you want to do it. Don't listen to nobody. Don't listen to like nothing that's holding you down. If somebody telling you can't do it, go even harder. Like don't listen to none of the negative feedback. I don't even look at comments sometimes. So like anything negative, just ignore it. Like if this really what you want to do, you don't need negativity. Just go for it. Like it's supportive people out there, even if you may not see it. Like if you see more of negative than a positive, it's always positive. So just keep going. Don't stop. Fuck what people saying. I don't give a fuck about no opinion. I mean, I take criticism, but an opinion is okay. I'm still do what the fuck I want to do.
Rock with that. Believe in yourself.
We are C.L.E. Fuck with it.
What's going on, everybody? This is Master, and today I got with me the captain of Cleveland's own Scream Team. That's what you say your name.
Yeah, Mr. Boy from Land, Mr. Walter K, you know what I mean? Been doing it. This is going in my third season right now. You know what I mean? I know we didn't make playoffs this year, but next year, yeah.
All right. Boy from the land. Now, how is it being the captain of the screen team? How that responsibility, how you play on that?
Big responsibility. It's new to me. This is my first year being captain. Big responsibility. You know, we do a lot of dances and a lot of entertainment going on to entertain the crowd. You know what I mean? So it's fun. You know, I get to showcase like my style, you know, my swag. You know, onto Cleveland and let them experience like what I got to offer. You know what I mean? So I just love to see like what the world got to get to see like what I get to offer. You know what I mean? So not just Cleveland itself, because a lot of people pay attention to Cleveland. Not just Cleveland itself. Like you got Detroit, you got Chicago, you got Cali, you got the West Coast like watching us. So so with me like showcasing my style, it's crazy. It's definitely crazy. So it's definitely a big experience for me.
And when little kids like run up to you guys, or in between the halftime and then before, do you guys get excited? Like, oh, there's the screen team.
Man, it's hella kids, man, and I appreciate all the kids. Like I love all the kids, and that when y'all come up and tell me to sign your autographs, man, I appreciate everything, man. So it's definitely like a wholesome experience. Like I can't ignore them. Like I'm signing everybody's autographs. I'm doing everything. Like you know, do the gritty, get started, like all that stuff, man. I love it, man. It's definitely like a cool experience for that.
Okay. And if it was one thing you would tell a young dancer, male or female, that's they hopes is to be a dancer for a football team, basketball team, you know what I'm saying? What would you, give them some tips on?
I was once a player for a track team. You know what I mean? I thought I was like, I knew I was like the fastest in my school. Like I graduated from Garfield High School, and I was like second or third fastest in my school. But even that, like you always gotta have a plan B. Always have a plan B, and don't mean like going to college or going to like wherever you gotta go. But just always believe in yourself. This is always like a Google or a YouTube university. You know what I mean? Don't give up on you. Like believe in your craft, believe in your style, believe in what you gotta do. And do it. Like if you believe in you, go for it. Like that's what I did. That's what I went for. What I did and what I went for. Like I was dancing for Lil Baby. I was dancing for Migos. I was dancing for LL Cool J. I was dancing for Tiana Taylor. I was dancing for hella people. Man, I could go on and on like on the list. And y'all love all these artists, right? I was dancing for Lil Wayne. Like come on now. Like that shit go on and on, man. Like. Keep doing what you want to do. Believe in yourself, and that's all I gotta say. Like, just definitely believe in yourself, and keep doing what you want to do. If you want to make it in life, if you want to do what if you want to blog, or you want to dance, you want to sing, you want to act, or be a rapper, do that shit.
Powerful message.
I'm Boy from the Land. I'm Walter K, and we are C.L.E.
They ain't wanna let me in the door, bitch, I kicked it down. My nigga fighting demons, we from Cleveland, sleep with 50 rounds. 40 rockin' standard, but I still love the way that 50 sound. Had a couple snakes up in my grass, but they ain't with me now. Devil steady lurking, can't lie, this shit be hurting. Stay focused and keep working, just pray this shit for certain. Like I can't get no sleep, it's just too much on my mind. In this game, can't have no feelings, so I
What's
just
going on, everybody? This is Master. And today I got with me great man Guapo, straight out of Ashtabula, representing out here in Cleveland right now. We at the B-side.
Sure.
All right. Let everybody know how your music is, bro.
I mean, everything rolling, man. I'm a up-and-coming artist. Everything going, though, man. A lot to come. Single out right now, Going Legend. Go ahead and tap into that, man.
Okay.
There's a lot to come.
Cool. How's the rap scene out there in Ashtabula?
I'm gonna put it like this, man. It's a lot of talent where I'm from, but it ain't no music community where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? So naturally, you know what I'm saying, Cleveland's my neighboring city. That's where I'm gonna migrate to. I've been messing around out here, like it's not on no music shit. So I'm switching lanes now, and that's what's going on. It's about to be a lot going on, man.
So you'll say Cleveland right now is showing you that love that you really
Yeah,
need
for sure,
your
for sure,
music.
for sure. Like every time I come to Cleveland, it's love, man. I mean, my main spot I go to is Power Cabaret. Shout out DJ Easy Banks. He always show love every time, man. He play the songs, it be mad love. So I mean, that's what it is. But every time I come to Cleveland, no matter where I go, it's all love for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you started doing this music stuff, how would you say it started? Like, you know,
How it started for me. I mean, I've been a music fanatic since I was a kid, man. But when I really tapped into this shit, about 14 years old, man. I was locked up a lot as a juvenile, and like it transitioned into an adult. But that was my way of expressing myself, man, because I was dealing with a lot of shit that an adolescent couldn't properly like translate how the fuck I was feeling. So you know, I started making songs, man, to get what I needed to get off my chest. So,
okay.
That's pretty much where.
Sounds typical. You know, it's just no vent, and that's what music does for us. Because music is a type of art.
So it's an
You know what I'm
outlet.
saying? Yeah, it's an outlet. All right, all right. And I feel that in some of your music as you was playing and everything out here, and at the Big Heff plug and play event right here over here on Coventry, the B side.
B-side lounge.
Yes, yes. Now, for Great Man Guapo, next in ventures and everything for this year, what you plan on doing?
Oh man, it's a lot of shit going on. I'm doing a 10 city leg with DJ Paul and Young Buck. That's coming up in July through the rest of the summer. I got a lot of shit coming out, man. I'm always working, you know what I'm saying? So my catalog's building up. I'm just single oriented right now because I gotta build my audience. I gotta catch my traction. Once I build my audience, get where I need to be, album coming.
Okay, okay. And that's very smart to build your traction.
Yeah, for sure.
With your singles.
It don't make no sense to drop an album in dead ears if I ain't got no audience. For sure.
Smart thinking right there, because some artists will drop an album and feel like they're okay.
Yeah, you ain't doing nothing though if ain't nobody listening.
Yeah. And then they'll drop a single and not promote it.
Promotion is everything. Marketing and promotion is everything.
Okay. Sounds good, sounds good. Now, if it was something you would tell your younger self who went through all of that and now you are where you are right now, what would you tell them?
Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Focus on school, focus on your craft. Because, I mean, I've always been musically inclined, but when it comes to my lifestyle, man, I've always been like a fast-paced individual. So I wanted to do what was feeding me now. You know what I'm saying? And as you and I both know, you know what I'm saying, music, that's a grind. You gotta, it's levels to that shit. You gotta build up. It feeds you instantly. But it ain't no love, which, you know what I'm saying, it really hurt me. It caused many delays on what I was trying to do musically. My drive wasn't in the right direction.
Right.
That's what it boils down to.
For sure, for sure. All right.
Hey, this great man Guapo checking in, man. Bars, C.L.E.
Like Ricky, either your back or your titty. Then hit the stampede to 50. I put it all on my city. Crushing through walls if you with me. Pass me the ball if you with me. Smoke, pass me the swishy. I am a grizzly. I am like Ja. Don't pass, just assist me. I'm gonna put on for my city. We gon' get on if you with me. I put it all on my city. Pass me the ball.
What's going on, everybody? This is Master Johnson. And today I have with me Raven. Raven, tell everyone about yourself. What you bring to the city.
So my name is Ray. I'm on Instagram as Ravens Fly High. I'm a singer, songwriter, an actress, and a model. I've been being active in the city for the last 2 years now. You know what I'm saying? I was a mom. I was at home. I wasn't doing too much, but I'm pushing myself, leveling myself more, and getting more active in these streets. So I got a song I just finished with one of my fellow band members. I've been performing live for the last 2 years, just getting ready and geared up to, let my career take off.
Okay, let your career take off in the modeling and the singing and the music?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when was your last modeling experience?
So my last modeling experience was the Rip the Runway with Sharkia, Such a Boss. I did her fashion show, and my choir also performed there.
Hmm.
So the Cleveland Chorale was there. I was dressed in dripped in all white for the Cleveland Chorale, and then I switched up to the Carlos Demore for the fashion show.
Okay, name dropping, real good, real good. All Cleveland on.
All Cleveland owned. All Cleveland owned. Yeah.
Stamp that.
Yeah, yeah.
Go.
Because Cleveland is like where it's at. We're just as major as any other city, like LA and Chicago and New York. Like we on the map for real. It's so much hidden talent that it came from Cleveland, and I'm one of them. I claim it.
Claim that.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. And as far as the music, how's that take you?
My music has been like a journey because it's so many people willing to work with you as long as you're working with them. Like I've ran into producers that are willing to work with me and allow me to record in their studios as long as I'm using their beats. They down to record me and master for like a discounted rate or for free. Like, and so that's such a blessing. I got actually one single right now, and I'm working on two other singles that I'm sampling on with other rappers.
Okay, okay. And these are all Cleveland?
All Cleveland artists.
There we
Sure.
go.
Yeah.
Stamp that again.
Yeah.
Now, would you say when it comes to working with Cleveland music, Cleveland fashion, it's a nice collective bargaining agreement? Is what you're saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't feel restricted at all here in Cleveland as far as pursuing my dream and my career. A lot of people think like, Cleveland is crabs in a barrel, which it could be, but I think that's a mindset. Like I think that if you can make it here in Cleveland, you can make it anywhere. There's so many talented people that's from Cleveland. Terrence Howard, Steve Harvey. It's countless. It's countless entertainers and artists that's here from Cleveland that inspires me and lets me know that if they can do it, I can do it too.
Right, right. And you're going to be one of them folks. You know
Real
what I'm
talk,
saying?
real talk. Be on the lookout for me. Ray,
Speak
Ray
that
Spot
into
on
existence.
Instagram. Flat out.
There we go.
It's on the flow. For
All right.
real. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. And then if it was something to tell your younger self to do, you know what I'm saying, to get where you at right now, what would you tell your younger self?
I would tell my younger self, keep praying, keep going, keep moving. Because what God has for you is for you. And can't nobody take it from you. You know what I'm saying? Your destiny is yours. Your story is already written. Your riches and your glory is already written. Can't nobody take that from you. So go and get what's yours. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Amen.
I heard all of that. I heard all. Amen. I approve that message. Max Painted Great.
Thank you.
I approve that message.
Thank you.
Hey, man, I was going to say that. You took my line, though.
Yeah.
My fault. I ain't in it.
Oh, you good. You good.
All right.
Yeah. We are C.L.E. It's Cleveland.
Man off the shits, traveling with no visa. Plucked her off a Baptist tree, let's see if she's a keeper. If not a keeper.
What's going on, everybody? This is Master. Today I got with me Twan Zoe, owner of 216 in Park.
Yes.
Twan, let everybody, let the world know what 216 in Park is.
216 in Park is a Cleveland music video countdown show. It's been on TV, premiering on Cleveland's local station for about 5 years now, 5-6 years now. It's like the 106 in Park. We do different improv comedy battles. We premiere so much around the city, like small businesses, athletes, artists. It's a turn show, man. It's lit. It's been lit since the years have, progressed. It's dope.
Okay, and I have seen it being lit. You feel me? You have had different co-hosts. It ain't just been you. It's been multiple people working with you.
Yeah.
It's been a journey, right?
Yeah, I try to get the most popular people or the most people in the city that, that's doing something that can bring entertainment or excitement to the show. So I'll be shopping.
Okay. And within this 5-year journey, what would you say has been some of your biggest struggles with doing everything?
Biggest struggles with the biggest thing for sure is putting the show together. With the city being, if you're from Cleveland, you know how the city and people are. So the biggest thing and the most thing is crazy is putting the show together, like having the structure, what I'm going to do, what guests I'm going to put with these people, and just how it's going to go. because the easiest part is editing and filming. That's my favorite part. But putting a live show together, oh, that's the most stressful thing ever, bro.
Okay.
That's the most stressful thing ever. I can tell you that now.
Okay.
So,
Now, do you feel that the 216 in Park brings a big, like, bright life to the city? You know, that excitement, that entertainment?
oh yeah, it's definitely something different. Like, the excitement started when I first started. Oh man, it was more. I would say it was more fun because everything was freestyle. It was just more put together because people were so wild and shocked about it. Like, dang, this is something we got in the city. This is something different. So now it's more of a platform where people know that they can move forward with it, and that was the goal. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things I love about it for sure.
Okay, that came from the heart. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's one of the things I love about it.
All right.
That's what keeps me going for sure.
Yeah. And we love that, like, when we get to think back on the things that we doing, like, what keeps us going within the business and with our craft, with our passion. I can see you real passionate about when you just said that.
Yeah, for sure. It's something I do because, like I say, it's a different business for me and different business for people that I bring on the show. Because, like I say, if you on a platform, if you coming on my show, then you already know I'm already established. I'm already together with it. So you gotta believe in that. If you can put something, an idea on paper like I did, it's you know what I'm saying. It's gotta be amazing from there. So being around different artists and being around different people, you gotta be passionate about it. You gotta believe in that type of things. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Yes.
For sure.
Okay. Now, with 216 in Park, how do you feel like when you can present this to another city, state?
If I was to go to a different city, because you don't have a lot of states or cities that's doing a video music countdown show, and I mix so many things into the show. So I think that would be dope. I even got an offer from Atlanta, LA, and Vegas. So that's dope. So and I never thought to think big. And Heff always tell me that, like, think more big, think outstand of Cleveland. But I don't think I've met my goal here to expand. Like, I don't think I met my goal here. It's just that really. But expansion is crazy. That I think it'll be dope. Like, even adding different videos out of the city to the countdown. So I've always get asked about that. But like I said, I haven't met goals here. So I love it here. Like, we win it here. You know what I'm saying? The city loves us here.
Okay. Now, if it was one thing that you would tell a person that say, hey, Twan, I look up to you. I want to do something. I want to do what you do right now for my city or for my area, part of Cleveland. What would be one thing you would tell them to start with first as their baby step?
That's crazy because I be around kids a lot. And we do things that I do. Like, I teach kids. Big shout out to Creative Space and Let's Make a Change. And we just teach different kids about, like, editing family things. But I would tell somebody, man, this is a great question. And I always wanted to go back in time and tell my younger self this, like, man, don't believe in time, but believe in time. And I say only believe in time because it exists in the world that we believe in, but it really doesn't exist. And I only say that because it took me so long to be where I'm at, but now where I'm at, if I knew what I knew before then, it was like, dang, it was like right there in my face and I didn't learn it. So, like, being patient, like, you have the time, be patient, learning, you know what I'm saying, learning. But remember that you don't have time because, you know what I'm saying, life is moving. So that's one of the biggest things because I was lazy with things. I was too into it and I didn't really, like, take the time, really learn the craft. And I went to school for this and I learned this so late, like, business-wise. Like, money and expansion and bringing different people around me. So I learned that so late, and it was like, dang, it wasn't a bad late, but now this generation is so crazy with business and doing different things. So I would definitely tell myself, like, patience is key, but you gotta move, learn it fast. And if you love something, what you do, the cheat codes is all around you. No matter if you're in medical field, be artist, rapper, whatever you want to be, tell me, trust me, it's around you. So like I said, I learned my cheat codes late. Hey, I'm here today. Sub City, I own a restaurant. Sam Silk, I own half of that. A TV show that's been running on TV, channel 1021 Fridays at 9 p.m. on Spectrum Cable, and hey, everything is good. Like I say, goals that you want to meet, it's a process to it. It's always time learning it, and I still got more to go. Like I never even thought about owning a restaurant, but now I have myself. That's what I mean by like, hey, time learning it, but you don't have time.
Okay. Okay.
We are C.L.E. Let's go.